video, we are going to be talking about all of my favorite products for the month of February. Tons of amazing new drugstore goodies that I found, so I'm really excited to show you that because I love showing you guys affordable options that are easily more accessible to you guys. I literally feel like February just like zooms past you, and before you know it, you're like, oh my gosh, it's time to do another favorites video again. But I'm not gonna ramble on anymore. Let's just jump into the products that I was loving for the month of February. All right, so I'm just gonna warn you, there are quite a handful of lip products here and highlighters, surprisingly. We're gonna get started with some face products first. The first thing I wanna give a shout out to is the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. What I've noticed, this is pretty good to control oil. I typically get oily around my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and a little bit on my chin, maybe a little bit around here in this area because that's technically the areas that I have oily skin on, but my parameters around my face have been a little bit more dry, and this works well for both of them. It doesn't make it look cakey on the dry areas, and it doesn't like mattify it and it looks like, you know, like it's sucking the moisture out of it, but it holds my makeup in place in those areas. It kind of gives it this natural set finish to your face, and the oily parts of my face tend to stay at bay for longer after using this. So I've really been liking this, and I think this is only like $8 for $8. It really does the job well. If you have oily skin, I totally recommend this one. So another face product I want to give a shout out to is the L'Oreal Blend Artist Infallible Foundation Blender. That is what it looks like. This is a new one because I had one, I was using it, loved it, and then I came home one day and Ronnie had ripped it to shreds. So obviously I had to repurchase a new one. I'm totally fine with it because I think this is like $7.99, still cheaper than a beauty blender. It does have that beauty blender feel to it. It's very squishy, very soft, and when you wet it, it's just as well. It expands a little bit. It's not too soft, it's not too hard. It's really, really nice. And I actually have to say I prefer this beauty blender dupe over the Real Techniques complexion sponge, and I've been using that for a long time, and everybody loves that one because it's more of an equivalent to the beauty blender. I don't know what it is about this. Maybe it's like the shape of this one or the grip or whatever it is. I really like this. If you are trying to find a beauty product like a beauty blender but you don't want to drop 20 bucks, I totally recommend picking this one up because it's a really great alternative to that one. And then this month there is one foundation I want to give a shout out to. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. So it looks just like this. It's really nice bottle actually. It's like a glass bottle, plastic on top. I have two different shades. I have golden beige and I have cream beige just because together they're my perfect foundation shade. I did do a one brand tutorial using this. I'm not sure if it's going to be up before this or after this video, but I did show you guys this one in action, and I really love the finish of this. This isn't like a really mattifying foundation, but it's also not a luminous foundation. It's like a perfect satin in between. It feels like a satin. It feels just really soft on your skin. It doesn't wipe off, doesn't oxidize. I don't want to say it's one of the longer wearing foundations. It's probably an average wear foundation, maybe like 5-6 hours, and then it starts kind of, you know, breaking up in the oily parts of your face. But while you're wearing it, it looks flawless the entire time. Your skin literally looks so smooth. It just looks really nice. It photographs well, no flashback, and it's pretty good coverage. I want to say this is more of a medium coverage, but it's easily buildable to a full coverage because it's so soft and satiny. It's not going to look cakey. It's not going to look like you're adding tons and tons of layer foundation to your face. They have a wide range of colors in this foundation, so I really like this one, and I think these were each $4.99, something like that. It's a really good foundation for like if you're going to events. It gives you that satiny kind of finish, like a really soft look to your skin. It's not luminous, but it's not matte either. It's just a perfect in between, and I really like it. So moving on to the eyes, I do want to give a shout out to one pair of lashes. This is the Eylure and Nicole Guerrero Casually Glamorous Eyelashes. Now I know most people have been raving about her other pair, the 143s, the ones that they look like iconics, but I actually really like these. These give a nice doll-like effect to the eye, and they elongate your eye a little bit because of the like the little hairs shoot right up, but they're also not so long and so wispy that you can't wear them for like natural makeup days, or like, you know, if you put these on with no liner or anything like that and you just tuck them really well, these could totally pass off as your lashes, and I kind of like that. It adds volume to your lashes, and of course it makes it look just more like dramatic, but they're not so dramatic that you can't pull them off as like being your own lashes, and I really like that. That's hard to do in a pair of lashes that gives you both like volume and drama, but also like that natural wispiness that natural lashes tend to have. Probably no surprise, the Kylie Peach palette looks just like this. Get a nice mirror. Here are all your colors. It does come with a brush, and the brush works really well, but I've used it and it's dirty, so it's got to go take a bath right now. But anyway, these are all the shades, and you would think that this palette's like, you can't wear this every single day, it's just not possible, but I totally disagree. I love the balance of like the pops of colors, really colorful, like blues, the oranges, but you could totally wear this for everyday wear too. You have your peachy kind of color over here, your neutral brown. I really like the balance of that. I think she really thought well of this palette and how it would balance out. I think all the colors flow nicely. The pigmentation in this one is really, really good. So overall, I just think it's a really good palette. To finish up the eyes, there are two eyeliners I want to talk to you guys about. This first one you saw me use in a first impressions video. This I actually got from my Generation Beauty swag bag, and I'm kind of glad that they threw this in there because I probably would have never discovered it had it not been in that bag. This is from Pop Beauty. This is the Ink Outliner, and it looks just like this. It's this big one that looks like a marker. And I actually kind of have a love-hate relationship with this one. I love how intense and black and pigmented this is. Like, watch. Whoo! That is black and that is pigmented. I love how intense and pigmented this is. I love how literally it just glides on. It's not streaky, it's not patchy. The only thing I don't like is, of course, how big the applicator is. It's just so big that, like, if you even set it down a little bit, you're like, oh, you got a black spot there. You really have to kind of be careful around this, and it's not so long, so you don't have the best control with this one, and that's the only thing I don't like about it. But I love the formula, I love the pigmentation. It's like a true black matte, and it's just so black and so intense, finishing my liner so much faster. I can't do a wing with this because it's too big, so I have to go on with another one that I'm about to show you, but literally just like applying it to your eye, one swipe and you're done. This is from Wet n Wild, and this is the Mega Slim Skinny Tip Eyeliner. This is the complete opposite of the other one. This is a tiny tip. So if you look at it, it's so itty bitty and so small, but this packs a punch. So black, so pigmented, not streaky, not patchy, and literally just one swipe and that's all you need. I've used this over glitters, over shadows, over pigments. I've used it just bare with no primer, no nothing, and it doesn't snug, it doesn't tug. It's a really smooth consistency, and it just glides on the eye, which is another thing I really like. Sometimes felt tip liners tend to like tug or pull, but not this one for sure. So now we get to move on to highlighters. I'm gonna wait and talk about this one. Y'all ain't ready for that one. Everybody has been raving about this. I also use this in my first impressions from Jouer Cosmetics. This is their powder highlighter in Citrine, and that is what it looks like. Super, super gorgeous. It's so silky smooth, so buttery. Look at that. It's like a beautiful gold with like a hint of champagne. The formula is insanely smooth. It's so satiny, so soft, so pigmented. Look at that right there. It's a really bad swatch actually. That is what it looks like right there. I'm like horrible at swatching right now, but you can see the really nice gleam to it. And on your cheeks, literally, it just melts into your skin, so it just looks like your skin is like beaming. You know what I mean? It's so nice. Like I said, the consistency is so smooth. These do have a lot of fallout on them, but that's totally fine because the formula and the pigmentation of these is just incredible. Like, that's bomb right there. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, moving on to my last highlighter. Like, I don't think you understand how much I freaking love this product. Oh, it's just so good. This is from Flower Beauty. This is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. Like I said, if you follow me anywhere aside from YouTube, you know how much I freaking love this thing. I've been so obsessed with it, and I'm talking obsessed. $12. You can get it at Walmart, or you can get it at flowerbeauty.com because they just launched their website. It does come with a little brush. I don't use that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But this is what the shades look like. You get this like really nice golden yellow shade, a more pinky rose gold shade, and then this like nude champagne-y shade. First of all, it's creamy, it's smooth, it's buttery, it's soft as silk, it's pigmented AF, and it looks amazing on your skin. Like, I mean, what more can you need? Just show you guys right quick. So I'm just gonna take my finger, one swipe it. Oh my lord. You get a lot of fallout with these, but like I said, it's the same thing as like the Jouer ones. I don't care if you have crazy fallout because look at how pigmented they are. The formula of this is probably the best drugstore formula I've ever tried. It's just everything you want in a highlighter. This feels like a high-end highlighter. Like, if this costs 30 bucks, I would totally drop it because every shade in this is good. Every shade in this is bomb. So soft, so pigmented. You can keep packing it on. And I'm just like obsessed with it. During February, I was using this. This is so freaking bomb. It's so fantastic. You need to go get it. Like, if you like highlighters, you're gonna love that. It's too good. I can't. So let's move on to lip products. So let's move on to lip products. Our 4 lip products I want to talk to you guys about. Let's start with these first. These are from Jordana. These are the Sweet Cream Matte Lipstick. You know, last month I talked to you about the Wet n Wild ones, and I really like those too. But these are just as smooth, just as buttery. Yeah, these smell like vanilla or like candy. They're just really, really nice. So pigmented, and they last an insanely long time. So I have 2 shades right here. This one is Cinnamon Toast, and this one, the more reddish one, is Tiramisu. They have such a wide range of colors of this, but this just works so well. This is like a true liquid lipstick, so it's very watery, so pigmented. They glide on, and they feel just like nothing on your lips. Like, it feels like you're not wearing anything on your lips. They're so smooth. The consistency is so nice, and for under $5, that's insane. Moving on to another drugstore liquid lipstick. This is from Milani. This is the Amore Matte Lip Creams, but these are the metallic editions. This is in the shade 01 Chromatic Attic, and this is just a beautiful kind of like beige, really light rose gold color. And that is what that looks like, and you can see how metallic and reflective it is. It's just so pretty. What I love about this is, first of all, the color. Like I said, it's melony, it's like a nude, it's a little bit rose gold kind of shade. So it's a unique lip topper shade that I haven't seen many companies come out with. So the shade in itself is really unique, but I also love that this isn't like chunky. It's not glitter. It's not like a powder or anything that you add on your lips, but you can definitely use this as a topper for other liquid lipsticks, for regular lipsticks, or for lip pencils. It just blends so nicely with the other products. It does give your lips like a little bit more of a poutiness to it. It makes them stand out a little bit, but it's not over the top, and it's not so metallic on your lips that it's distracting. You know what I mean? It's just a good combination of everything. I've used this with nudes, I've used this with reds, I've used this with darker, kind of more brownie nudes, and if you just add it a little bit center of your lips, or if you mix it together with the product, it gives this beautiful kind of like sheen. It looks like your lips are sparkling, but it's not like glitter. It's really, really nice. I really, really like it. And then the last 2 are high-end liquid lipsticks. One is from Jouer. This is their lip cream, and this is in the shade Terra. So it comes like this. Has a little slit here. I still don't understand what this little slit is, but whatever. I'm just not that fancy, I guess. But I really, really love this formula too. It's a really good in-between consistency. It's not so liquidy, but it's not so creamy like the Ofra ones. These do tend to accentuate the lines of your lips a little bit more than some other liquid lipsticks, but they feel like nothing on your lips. They smell so good, and they last an incredible amount of time. So, I mean, it's gonna accentuate your lips just a little bit, but they don't bleed. And like I said, they wear so well. I just really love them. I have 2 other shades, but Terra has been the one that I've been really loving the most. It's just a nice kind of, more of like a brownie beige with a hint of pink kind of nude. And then the last product I want to talk to you guys about is another liquid lipstick. This is from the Pure Cosmetics and JD Wadey 180 Royalty Collection, and this is in the shade Cake. I really love mostly the color in this one, but the formula is still really well. So that is what it looks like there. You can see that's a little bit more brown and the Terra color. This formula is actually more of a cream. It's not as creamy and like moussey as the Ofra Cosmetics liquid lipsticks, but it's more creamier than like the Jouer or than like the Jordana one. So it's a more kind of cream-based liquid lipstick, but I still really love it. It's very comfortable to wear on your lips. Again, it feels like nothing. Forget that you have it on there. And this one, I feel, doesn't accentuate your lips as much as the Jouer one, but both of them are really, really good. Okay, guys, so that is it. Let me know down in the comments below which is a product that's got you all hot and bothered for this month, and what product you guys like the best from this video. Also, leave it down in the comments below if you have any more video recommendations, or if you guys are interested in seeing something more in depth, or me using a product more in tutorials. Let me know down in the comments, and I will get on that for you guys. Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, all that stuff is going to be linked down below for you guys, as well as coupon codes to help you save some money. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.